It's girly power. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Falcons set to take over, and it's Matt Ryan at quarterback in his 12th season now. Better than 4,900 yards, third best in the league, but the Falcons did not have things go their way last year, finishing 7-9, a full 6 games out of first place. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
I don't think it's out of line to say that Calvin Ridley, the wide receiver out of Alabama, was a bit of a surprise selection for the Falcons in 2018. When Dallas passed on him, the Falcons thought he was too good to pass up, and he proved it as a rookie. Remember his breakout game against New Orleans? 7, 146, 3 touchdowns, and it continued throughout the year, finished with 64 catches and 10 touchdowns.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
Shadow. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Wait, when you hit. 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. All right, let's get there. Wait, when you hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Wait, set. Wide, 20. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Rip. D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Slam, slam, slam. Wait, when you hit. When you hit.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Wait, set. Down 80. Down 80. Go, go, go. Double tight. Double tight. Around. 72. 53. Win now. Let's go. 3D. Hit.
And this is caught by Evans. The numbers for Evans a week ago, comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
Hey, hit. Come on. Check it. Reload. You better be ready. Let's go up. No,
On 2nd down, Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Regular, regular. SOS. Check 50, check 50. Shift. Check. Fresno. Alert!
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands, having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Brady now to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble. from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
53! 54! Watch us. Ozzy! Ozzy! Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Where did he hit? Mike, 54. You run. 54 is Mike. Sugar!
Brady now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mike 54. Check. You need hit? Check. Hey, both 66.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. He completes it to Evans. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Hey, Alabama.
They'll run here with Freeman. And some strong running. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now in the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Tighten up. Shit. 45's the mic. Wild Bill. Let me do.
Now Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
13 games going on here in this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Second down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all them calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Fighting his way through contact. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else. End up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley. His 11th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level, because those types of plays, when they big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Alabama, 380. 45. Oh, you got deep? Check. 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 72. Easy. Check it, reload.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And now running right through it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, that, I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Go Bandit. 380, hey, 66.
Now it's Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, but it falls to the ground.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. This is Johnson. He's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, orbit.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Silver.
Wait, when he hit. Goal 50.
Now Brady again. That's caught by Howard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Brady to throw again. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Shadow! Hey, hut! Go there, then!
Brady now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 31, Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. The veteran Drew Brees with a touchdown pass. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Steelers as that game has gone to the half. James Washington, a touchdown catch in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, high 7. Regular. When he hit, regular.
Freeman again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I got you. 54.
Hey, Charlie, easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Alabama.
Uses the stiff arm. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They stop him after a gain of only 4, and that brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gang knocks this one through. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Alabama, 380. Let's go, no, 66. 54. Bravo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Right there. 54. Right there.
Wait, 28.
Man.
Wait, 28.
On second down, here's Brady. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Brady. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Play action, now it's Brady.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Check 99. Jim.
Hey, 66.
Kill.
Wait, 28.
Kill. Turn up. Out.
Alert.
On third down, it's Freeman. Still going. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get the weight room. Switch.
When he hit, Alpha.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tyler Davison able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. That's all to pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
About 15 cents.
So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he could make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now it's Ryan, and that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately...
And he loses the football a second time. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Brady. The quick slant caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
You better bring it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 94 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And they will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Jackson, reload!
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Brady. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had to play covered from the start. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some
Torrey Smith, watch him go. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Torrey Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and that would be a little bit overwhelmed.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And to the surprise of nobody that watched this game, guess who led the way in the victory? Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, Tom Brady, who did his normal performance. And sometimes I wonder if we don't give enough credence to the performance. Because he did his job, right? He did what Brady normally does, right? I just wonder if we should be marveling a little bit more.